Hello guys, Shon Wolfbark here, and I'm back with Pokemon in a brand new attitude. So, Pokemon Gold and Silver, I love them, but I gotta be playing Crystal this time, because this is actually the first Pokemon game that has animated introductions, which won't become a standard until, like, Diamond and Pearl, which I find so fascinating when I first played this game. 3 years later, what a new Pokemon? What changed? Gender. In the context of this game, there's only 2. And based on the attack stat, also breeding, you get baby Pokemon. There's like 5 new baby Pokemon, which is very cute. And the perks of breeding is really cool. There's egg moves, unique moves that you get only from breeding, which is your species, which is compatible, but you can just like trial and error that way out. Just use your brain. Human-like. One really cool thing about Pokemon Crystal, besides the anime introduction for the Pokemon, you can choose between be a boy or a girl, and I have to be a girl. Hey, I just like her hat, and I think Crystal's really cute too. And the biggest thing in Generation 2 is the introduction to the Steel and Dark type, to fight the brokenness, to balance the brokenness of the Psychic type back in Generation 1. And also to introduce a Ghost type, just one, Mischievous. I love her. And also they broke up the special stat into special attack and defense, which is very ridiculous. You're like, Snorlax, why are you built like that? Other to the Pokemon themselves, they always kind of pop out to me, no matter what game they're in. They're a little bit darker or richer. And this game has some of my favorites. Umbreon, Espeon here, Fortress, Kingdra, such cool and fun additions to the decks. But most of the cool Johto Pokemon won't get them till post game or in game. You want to know why I dive with a Larvitar that you see in the anime, or Pippa or Houndour? Not until Kanto, liberal. You still have access grades like Wooper, Swinub, Snubble, Hoppip. So the stars, they are right. These are my least favorite stars here. I can choose Cyndaquil because fire types already have a rough out here. I don't need to kick them down, especially in this deck. I gotta name him Amber. And I'm gonna name them after gems. No! The location of Johto is very chill and somber in comparison to a more modern character. Johto only have one big city and just minor towns. Yeah, it all is surrounded by trees, and 3 of the towns are surrounded by a ancient building or important locales. Like, there's a tower based around Bellsprout. It's haunted, what the fuck? And the burnt tower that had legends of that 3 dogs died and was reincarnated by the box legendary Ho-Oh and making it 3 legendary dogs. Oh shit, it's true. The region is filled with implications of traditional lore of yesteryear. It's really interesting, but the story is really non-existent. I think yourself when you talk to Professor L to get you started, you can't just go. Your rival Silver, who's a spiteful jerk, is still the starter. You only care about strength and power. He incriminated himself by showing me his trainer ID. And like he could play it every time I slap him with the team. Like, yeah, he get on with himself and learns to learn with Pokemon, but it's just really annoying. He just shows up at like the worst times ever. Team Rocket is back and weaker than ever, with Giovanni gone. They do some minor crimes, cough a tail, you know. the admins managed to take out the red tag, trying to call him. But the only big thing to do is piss off a Gyarados near their base, and after I handle that situation, they kind of just disappear. That's the end of Team Rocket. It more like the same back in Generation 1. It's fun to see Silvertime change their heart to squash the remains of Team Rocket. But while I get the badges, so let's talk about the Gym Leader Challenge here. So let's run them down like we do. Faulkner, the Fly-type Gym Leader. I just overpowered him really. I don't have no strategy. He's not much of a wall like Brock was in Pokemon Blue, especially if you play Yellow. I was like, fuck. Bugsy and their Zimzane bug types. It was easy with my Cyndaquil. I had no problem. But don't let that Cypher catch you off guard. Whitney, so I'm trying to prepare for that Miltank. I want to get a Heracross, but he's such a rare counter. It took me 3 hours. But I got him, and I just really want to hurt. Tourmaline, let's go! Morty, the ghost type gym leader. I'm sorry. With only one line ghost, because he can't use Mischievous, use my starter and my Heracross to clean up. Chuck, the fighting type gym leader, I use my Gloom on him and just suck the life out of his Poliwrath. Jasmine, she's cute, but it's such a joke. And Amber just light her up. Surprisingly gave me a hard time. I thought I could handle bites with Amber, but Tourmaline came through and shared. Fuck, she's really hard. I got my Vaporeon, Aquamarine, and Suicune. I picked it just for her. I just want to do a lot of damage. I picked it just for her, just to take her dumb dragon hits. So yeah, I got my 8 badges. So let's face the elite. After I get victory round and then train with a really cool blaster, I'm like, whoa, Kanto really do hit different. Will, the Psychic type master, the ultimate vibe check for any holes in my team. I had to absolutely switch. And I had to use every other version I have besides Psychic because I didn't pack any dark types. Yeah, it was really fun. Koga got a hella promotion, but still using Bud. So Amber, Bruno, Karen, who is my Pokey waifu. I love her a lot. And she's like the hardest challenge of all time. And she used dark types. And I barely won. It was so hard. I was like, it took Jade. I don't know how much against dark types. I don't know how you fire type Pokemon. I had to use everything I got. Long, the champion, back at it again with his Dream Dragonite. And now the Charizard, and I had Kingdra, but Bixby with the Thunder could I really handle him, but and my Gengar died. I had to use everyone else to handle the fucking dragons. And the Aquaman really came through with the Aurora Beam. I'm the champion. And this is my follow team. Amber, my starter and pulled me through the game. Ruby, my Fampy. I really want to use a Fampy for a main playthrough. And they have some really crazy moments that I'll love with her raw strength. Jade, my fortress. My main tank.
Main goal is to blow up.
It's fun to set up spikes. Big Spike. My Gengar, he was like end up being my mage with a good mix of moves and it's fun to use curse. Aquamarine, my eggy Eevee that I hatched and had to be shiny. Yeah, this is the game that introduced a shiny Pokemon, and it was really rare. And no, that red Gyarados does not count. I know, been there, done that. And I really want to evolve this shiny Eevee to Vaporeon because Vaporeon in this game has this very rich purple that I really love. And Aquamarine ended up being a really big player. And shout out to Tourmaline, my main Heracross, was worth the grind to hit a Whitney. The other helpers are Topaz, my Poliwhirl, helped me do the mid game a lot. But after the fun Johto journey, you can set sail to Kanto and fight all the Kanto gym leaders. It really interesting to see what changed. It was fun to see Kanto in a post-blue world. It was like Gary is a gym leader, the ghost tower, the Pokemon tower is not haunted. But one thing that kind of put a bummer in this is all of the gym leaders are around low 50s, and while I'm in my late 50s, early 60s, I just really just shut them apart. And if you see Pokemon 2 players, it's really because I don't feel like aiming to go around and fight them. And all the dungeons, the forest was everything, kind of sad to see, but I really do like this post game. And after you beat all the 8 gym leads again, you can go out this mountain and fight Red. And he's stupidly hard, and the highest level trainer in this series. So yeah, moving on to the region and dungeons. The dungeons are some of my favorite in the series. I really like the ice cave, and I love sliding at will. I like pushing rocks to stop myself on the ice. It really feels like I'm working with my Pokemon. And only 2 of the gyms are really cool and complex, but this game adds 2 TMs, and they're Waterfall and Whirlpool, which is just annoying gates to certain areas. Like he can just go off on and fight Lugia after you get the Silver Wing. And like, oh, got a little hop dungeon, hop puzzle. You just like follow your eyes so you won't end up back to the beginning. The dungeons are getting better, but still not the peak. Most of the games are optional. And also, this game introduces Rumble Legendaries. Raikou, Entei, and Suicune, and like after you see them in the bird tab, they are just out and about. You can't know what they are until you run into them. And imagine a little Shon just running around hoping for like a cool Pokemon. You don't know, you're just like, why did I hear boss music? And this fucking terrifying red dog thing is roaring at you, just like, what the fuck is that? And level 50, while Crystal the Electric is taking Suicune out of the mix. Because they let this weird plot with this guy who had a session with him. So he just get it and move on. So the cell phone is a way you can rematch trainers. You get experience from you get more experience from battle trainers and they can even find when Sword comes in. And there's some Pokemon you can only get during Swarms, or Swarms you get cool Pokemon earlier. And also this is how you get the evolution stone. That's kind of weird. This game really wants you to get nice and cozy, come back to this game every now and then, because with the Wizard clock, and certain events only happen on certain days, like the Lapras deep in the caves on Fridays. The level gap that people talking about, because this game really wants you to sit down and chill the 4th through 6th badges, because yeah, you can go into red, but you still have lots of numbers, lots of context, and access to Goldenrod City. And the radio has daily events like the Lotto, the Pokemon quiz. You get some interesting stuff. All in all, Pokemon Crystal, the Gold and Silver, is a great game. I love the music. This is my favorite Pokemon OST in the series. I love the Johto region. It had an interesting history. And this game really did a good job of really fits a lot of problems from Generation 1 and makes some improvement. But yeah, again, this introduced spikes and weather. So take that for what it is. I don't like that all the cool new Pokemon are locked until post-game. It was fun to see things from Chains Plum, Red and Blue. And one thing that kind of get me going back to Pokemon Crystal and Generation 2 overall. This is one generation that uses Ken Sugimori's art for the games and promotion. And I really find his art style very fascinating, just like the watercolor aesthetic. They know this to the current artists. I really love Pokemon Sun and Moon's Taka Uno. Like, wow, look at this. Look at this. But with this being less of his work that got to be published in the series, you really get this magical mystic feeling that I can't help but go back to every now and then. This is a part of the game I really like the most. The Game Boy Color, GBA limitations make the color pop out more. And I feel like that's why the design kind of popped in my head. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching this video. It's really nice. I really love Pokemon times, but yeah, so next time we go to home, this is the place where I start. This will be really interesting. So see you guys